Peace and love, everyone. If you're new, please like and subscribe. If not, welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about the spring equinox. Today is March 20th in 2022, and it's a special day. It's the spring equinox. And this is that supreme time of the year where spring officially begins. If many of you are here on the East Coast like I am, you probably have been feeling the effects of spring for several weeks now. And we know that the season change is a different frequency and a different vibration. So it may not all happen at once. It's a gradual changing from winter to spring. And we've been feeling the effects of spring for a while now, which is one of my favorite seasons for many different reasons, mainly because the change in weather is so exciting this time of year to me. And also to see flowers begin to bloom and everything seems to come alive in the spring. And so that is one of the spiritual significances of spring. Spring represents renewal and new beginnings and change. And this is a wonderful time to focus on new beginnings and to make changes in your life. In the wintertime, many of us were focusing on conserving our energy, just like in nature that takes place. And we set our goals and our intentions, particularly during the winter solstice. And now that spring is here, this is a time where we can allow our goals to blossom and grow and to spring forth, if you will, into existence and into the physical reality. So the things that we wished for and we set goals for back in the winter for the winter solstice. And that's when I set my goals and intention for the upcoming year. Now we can focus on the spring and culminating those goals and seeing the new beginnings and seeing the change that takes place. So if you want to break habits, this is a great time to do that, because when you align yourself with the earth's natural frequencies and the natural time and frequencies, you're in harmony with nature. So if you're struggling with something that's hard to break, or if you want a change to take place, it could be a change in your career, change in your health, change in your economic status, a change in your life. This is a great time to do that. Well, anytime is a good time, but in the spring is wonderful because this is the energy of change is all around us. I just came back from a ceremony where we were honoring the spring equinox and a time to renew. And there was so much talk about renewing and focusing on who you really are and manifest proof from your sovereignty. Peace, Mr. J. Thank you for joining. Hope all is well. And we want to focus on that right now. So if you have not set goals for yourself or new goals, whatever you may have been focusing on or working on in the past, now is a good time to make a shift in your consciousness and a shift in your life to align yourself with the new beginning, in which is spring. There are some cultures that honor the spring equinox as their new year. For example, the Taino community, I know some people who belong to that group. This is their new year today, on the spring equinox. And so in many cultures, this is a time of new beginnings and starting over. Just like when we observe in nature, you see the trees look like they're coming alive. They've always been alive, but in the wintertime, a lot of the trees have been conserving their energy, especially at the root system. And just like we had to root ourselves and get grounded in the winter months, now is a time for us to blossom and to grow and to be fruitful in creating change in our lives, change and just everything that you want to manifest. It doesn't have to be a big supreme change. You can start with small things. It may be small achievable goals. and just start them and work on them. And every day, do a little bit to make it come to a reality. So in the past, we may have done things where we felt that we weren't in total control of our lives. I know that that was something that I felt for many years. And now we want to be conscious creators of our lives. We want to be um, in a place where we are living a manifested life, a life that suits us, a life that honors us, that expresses who we really are and our authentic selves. And we can be the conscious creators and the conscious developers of the life that we want for ourselves. For far too long in the past, things didn't, may not have gone the way that you wanted them. You may have felt like you were a victim of circumstance, but it's up to you to change that and to change and create a whole new narrative for yourself. And you can do it. And in the past, a lot of things may have happened that you felt you had no control over, but now you can stand forth as a man or woman and say that going forward, I'm going to have the life that I want. I want to be my authentic self, and I want a life that expresses that and represents who I say I am and the things that I want for myself. So there's tremendous power in the spoken word and in the written word as we write out our affirmations and goals, and as we speak them and give them power and energy, and we use our creative principles to have the life that we want, and to also be a way shore and a light for others as well. Because as we strive to be ourselves, we're setting a great example for other people and showing them how they too can stand in their sovereignty, and how they too can live from a place of their authenticity and from their own inner strength. So, spring again is time for new beginnings, time to renew. And you may, if you don't have any goals, maybe now is the time to actually create some and establish some, and think for yourself, if things weren't going the way that you had planned, if you feel stuck or stagnant in your life, maybe your goals are changing. Maybe the life you've been living, or the goals that you had in your mind, maybe they're not in harmony with your divine purpose, and maybe it's time to change them and to focus on something else, something newer, something better, something brighter for yourself. And remember, it's you yourself, your own soul's energy that transforms you. And this is the energy that will allow you to grow and develop and to blossom into your authentic self. So allow that to manifest from a place inside of you. Allow it to heal you, and allow yourself to expand more and more as the years go by and as the time goes by, as you develop yourself and just get in connect with your own self, your higher self, connect with your own principles and your own guiding belief system that will help you develop and grow as this new season is upon us. So, another thing that we can work on now is in February, my co-host of the Healing Cipher and I, we talked a lot about self-love, and the purpose of self-love was self-discovery and self-awareness. So if you are not aware of that, this is a great time to start focusing on developing self-love and self-awareness, before we focus on relationships with others, family relationships, business relationships, partner relationships, significant others or whatever. Develop the best love, the ultimate love, which is the love that you would have for yourself. So focusing on how you want to be treated, how you want to be loved, and start with doing those things for yourself will attract energy of love, or will create an energy of love around you to attract more to you that has a higher, more positive vibration. So instead of focusing so much on looking for love or finding love, as they say, just cultivate and develop the love that is within you for you, which will create more around you. And then do the same thing with abundance. Keep thinking abundant thoughts and thoughts of prosperity. Don't focus your energy on lack or which you don't have, which is kind of hard because we do live in this material world where we often are bombarded with these images and, you know, the mindset that you have to, you know, that you don't have, or that poverty consciousness. So focus on the things that you have and be grateful for them, and then think thoughts of gratitude for more abundance and more prosperity. Think only of what you want and not so much of what you don't want or what you don't have. Make a prosperity journal or manifestation journal, or what do they call it? They call it I think it's a dream board or whatever. Things that you want. Focus only on what you want: the prosperity, the good health, the money, the fine homes, love, just all things good. Only focus on that. And anytime someone tries to break your focus from that, make sure that you know you take control of the conversation, you take control of the situation, and always focus on staying positive to generate more positivity around you. Because I just realized today, this is March, and this has been 2 years since the pandemic started, and it's been such a lot of upheaval in a lot of people's lives, and it's been a lot of change, some good, some bad, but and then a lot of people have been feeling so down and depressed in the last 2 years, and there's been so much just uncomfortableness with all the restrictions, the mandates, and then with, you know, people catching COVID, a lot of people, you know, losing loved ones to COVID, losing their jobs, their businesses, et cetera, et cetera. So in going forward, instead of focusing on the things that have happened, let's move into this new era of change and focus more on what we want for our highest good and for the highest good of everyone around us now. And this is a wonderful time to do that with the spring. And like I said, the energy of renewal and change. And also it's the energy of resurrection, you know, resurrection while you live, being reborn again like the phoenix. So this is that time to focus on all those things and help them to grow and manifest. You can do it day by day, but just start somewhere. Just start somewhere. Focus on the positives, focus on the blessings, express gratitude every day, even for the little things. Be conscious creators, think about what you want and visualize it and manifest it, write it out. You can do it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. We all have that creative consciousness in us. We all have a spark of divine within us, and we all have the power to transform our lives and to transform our planet. It's up to us to make it different. No one else is going to do it. It's us, and we can. So, with that said, I hope that this message reaches you all in a great way, in an uplifting way. And I hope that it will inspire you to be better and to do better going forward. And remember, it is this time for change. Change is on the horizon, and it's time for each and every one of us to step up and to step into our supreme purpose on this planet and fulfill our destinies. And we all have that power. We can do it. So I hope to see you all again. Don't forget to stay tuned on Mondays on the Plugged In Radio Network for the Healing Cipher, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm one of the co-hosts. My other host is King Ade. we look forward to seeing you all. And on Wednesdays, join us here on my channel for Ask the Herbalist Hour. If you have any questions about health and wellness and spirituality, feel free to ask them then. So I look forward to seeing all of you. Love and peace, blessings, and good health to you all.